was talking about with a friend of mine, a young man that we were close to came and worked for my friend. And the young man was newly married, right? Got a job at this ministry dealing with the homeless. And my friend said, yeah, in the beginning it was rough. Because I was like, how's he doing? You know.
Mm.
He said, well, he's doing great now, but in the beginning it was rough. You know, he didn't take things seriously. He let the ball drop on some stuff, you know. Basically being an early 20s guy. I mean, like, that's just
right.
He said, but he, over the last year or two, he really turned it around. And I said, because he had a kid, right?
Mm.
He goes, yep. When he held that baby, and if you're a dad, you know this feeling. When you hold that baby, you realize, holy crap, it's not about me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would hope you feel a little bit of that when you get married, but you can still think it's about you. You can still think, well, we get naked all the time, and like, you know, I can just do what I want. We just kind of still date like we're, you know, like
things change after a baby comes.
But when a baby's there, you're like, oh, this is different. And after a year of taking his job seriously and thinking about his future and the baby's future and his family's future, he applied for a different job in Washington, got a better job, right? Like, he didn't get a better job because he's trying to further his career. He got a better job because he's like, I got to take care of this thing. This thing requires my love and my protection and my responsibility, and that matured him. And it does the same to women. It did the same thing to Key in the movie. I felt the baby kick, and I knew something had changed. Something is different. And it calls us, and it's a very practical, very earthy thing, but it's a symbol of when we make it not about us, and we realize there's a future, and we try to give people a future, and we take on those purposes, whether it's with our grandchild, or if we're single, if it's with other members of our family, or there's other ways we can do this. It doesn't have to be physical children necessarily, but when we value people like this, it's literally a representation of the gospel. Of Christmas, of like what's happening is you're saying life is a miracle, whether we treat it like that or not. And the gospel is about a man who died and rose from the dead. Like, there's a miracle happening here, and it matters if it really did happen.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have died for something. Those disciples wouldn't have died for something that they made up. Like, you have to, you know, like, they would have had to have been delusional as a collective.
Yeah.
Like, that's really, you know how hard, like, that's a whole other miracle to be collectively delusional among 50 people or 100 people. But they believed that this happened. It really happened. And they died for it. And Theo dies for it. He gives his life because it's real and it matters.